Welcome to the Simpler Business Podcast, where we talk about ways to do what you love and serve your people in a way that brings you income and freedom. I'm your host, Marissa Roberts. Join me as I chat with my favorite entrepreneurs about how they simplify their biz so that you can simplify yours. When I do my business planning, I want it to be productive and efficient and successful, but I want it to be fun and enjoyable as well. For me, business planning, it's not just about setting goals, it's also about creating a vision that helps me feel excited and inspired and confident. So today I thought I'd share with you how I create a simple 6-month plan for my business to make the most of the rest of this year. It's 4 simple steps. It's only going to take a couple of minutes and hopefully you find it helpful. Step 1 of my plan is to set goals that would feel fantastic to me if I achieved them. Now, what lights me up isn't going to be appealing for everyone, and other people's goals aren't always going to resonate with me either. Money goals are easy. I tend to just pick a number that feels like a little stretch, but it doesn't feel unattainable. But for my other goals, I like to sprinkle a little Marissa into them. We all know I like a lot of downtime, so one of my goals is usually to shorten my work week. Now, for the last few years, I've worked a couple of hours a day on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I take Thursdays off to go to the movies, but I have found that over the last 6 months or so, my working hours have actually creeped up. I've been saying yes to more things and just quickly doing little projects here and there. And then when I look at my working hours now, it's actually a lot more than I intend to do. So I'll be setting a goal for the rest of the year to bring my working hours back to where they were before. I would also like to update another one of my goals. I want to update and relaunch one of my best programs, Effortless Sales. It has fantastic learning and really good sales tips inside that program, but at the moment, it's kind of on my forgotten list. I haven't done a full sales page for it yet, and I haven't created an automated email funnel for it yet because I've been too distracted with other things. So one of my goals for the next 6 months is to get that taken care of, and I'll be breaking down that goal into smaller related goals for each month. So for example, July, I'll take care of the sales page. August, I'll do the funnel. September, I'm going to set up an affiliate program, and so on. Now, if I achieve all of those goals, all 3, the money goal, the working hours, and the relaunch and update of my program, I'm going to reward myself with something that I really love. And I'm thinking that'll be a long weekend staycation dedicated to self-care and relaxing in a luxury hotel. So I'm very excited about that, which is going to make me excited to actually take action on my business goals. Okay, step 2 of my plan is to prioritize high impact activities, things that actually grow my business and bring in more sales of passive products. I'm all about creating more freedom as well as more income, but I tend to be a people pleaser and I find myself saying yes to every request when I really should be prioritizing my business. After all, my business is the foundation of everything else that I do, and it's actually how I get private clients. So high impact activities for me are things like list growth, sales, client retention. So I'm going to make those a big focus. Now, step 3 is to review my tools and resources. For me, that's usually software, what I'm using, how much I'm paying for it, and whether it's actually worth sticking with it. Sometimes I find I'm paying a monthly subscription for something that I can find somewhere else with one payment for lifetime access. So this can be a really big money saver. I like to check AppSumo for lifetime software deals. So I'll leave a link in the show notes so you can check it out too in case it's helpful for you. Step 4 is to look at my marketing strategy. I honestly keep it really simple. I choose a favorite social media platform to focus on, usually the one I like consuming, and I'm finding myself on it all the time. I batch a bunch of topics, a bunch of posts or ideas for short form videos, and I plug them into my content calendar. And then I look into things like collaborations to increase my reach, and I review my email marketing to see if it's currently getting much engagement and whether I need to change things up a bit if my open rates and my click-throughs are a little bit lower than I want them to be. So yeah, that's how I do it. I think a 6-month business plan is really a chance to envision my business how I want it to be and kind of take that moment when I've been really busy and I've been too close to it, take that moment to take a step back and look over everything as a whole and just kind of tap into what I want it to look like, but also what I want it to feel like. I like to blend a strategy with fun things, pleasure or rewards or things like that. And I find that when I do that little bit of a blend, when I'm not just about the business side, but I'm also about the lifestyle, that's when I'm more motivated to actually take action. And when I take action, that's when I see better results. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Leave me a DM or a little comment on Instagram if it has, and we can have a chat about what your business planning looks like, because your style is going to be different to mine. We can compare notes, compare ideas, and just have a bit of a fun chat about that. I'll leave a link in the show notes to my Instagram so you can find me nice and easy, but you can also just search Marissa Roberts Official and you'll see me there. And I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Simpler Business Podcast. If you did, please subscribe, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to make it nice and easy for you, just the way we like it. If you're ready to simplify and scale your business, you can get started with my free audio class at marissaroberts.com. See you next time.